What's good, YouTube? All right, coming at you with another Road to the Ring episode. So as you all can see here today, I am working on the slip line, which is great for working on movement, slips, rolls, everything that you would do in the ring. This slip line is great for using. So I actually need to start using this more, and I'm going to do a video soon on how to use the slip line for boxing. But right now we're working on head movement, making sure I move my feet and also use that rope to slip as well as roll. Now, one thing that I really have to work on, which my coach is working on with me here, is minimizing my head movement, because a lot of times I try to over exaggerate it, which makes it end up being too slow. So in that situation, I will get countered if I do that when I'm in there with an opponent. So just want to speed everything up. And right now my coach is telling me, what to throw and then how to properly slip and roll using the slip line. Now, I still got a lot of work to do here on the slip line, but I have come a long way from when I first use the slip line. I didn't post that video, but maybe I'll put together a video showing the before and after, just after 2.5 months of using that slip line. And I have to do better at keeping it on my shoulders when I'm lined up with the slip line and not being so far away from it. Another thing that you all may see a little bit of later in the video is I start throwing to the body as I roll under that slip line. So it's very important that you have a coach for something like this. So yeah, a lot of people try to do the whole self-taught thing. Not saying it doesn't work, but if you can learn things a lot faster the proper way, then I feel like that is the most beneficial. You all can see here now I'm going the opposite way, so I came to the outside of the rope as if I'm up against an opponent, and then turning it opposite way. So you want to definitely mimic the movements that you do in the ring when using that slip line. All right, next up here you see my boy Chino in the background. We have a video together. That's two-time national champion. I'll be doing another video with him soon. I think hopefully he has a fight day coming up. That's my guy, man. So you all see him working in the background. That's inspirational and motivation for me right there. But now I'm working on rolls, just rolling under, and I'm throwing those body shots now as I roll under, whipping those body shots. So something I got to get better at is increasing my hip mobility so that I can really throw to the body as I'm going under that rope and make it look more fluid. And I think here my coach is telling me no punches, so I can just work on the roll going forward and backwards. Yep. Oh, okay, so yeah, I'm pulling, slipping, and rolling, which is exactly what you have to do in the ring. Just constantly moving your head, moving your body so that you are not a sitting duck, a standing target. So I'm working on a pull, slip, roll, then more slip, so constant movement here. And then here my coach is going to show me what he means. As you all can see, he does this it's just very natural for him. So I'm definitely working to get to that point someday. This is why you work with a great coach, because a coach is different than is more than a trainer, because a coach is going to actually teach you things, not just train you to just, get in shape and not explain things to you. Like, he's explaining these techniques to me and telling me why we're doing it. Like, yes, we're pulling that hook and then we're rolling across. That's the sign of an excellent coach. There we go. Now I'm working on it. So pull, slip, roll. So to make it make more sense to me, my coach is coming over here and actually going through the movements with me. So you all see me, you will see me get caught with some stuff here, but that will make me not want to get caught again. All right, so catch, slip, and I'm supposed to pull that there, but I tried to roll it. So I'm catching the jab first. Let's see if I can get it right. Actually, I may be pulling the jab here. Yep, I pull, slip, pull, roll. There we go. I'll catch later on, but right now I'm pull, slip, pull, roll. I messed up again. So, like, a lot of boxing is mental, because as you get tired, you have to remember these things, and it's easy to get confused. And my coach is like, no, you can't just lean back. You got to pull, get out the way, because if you just lazily do it, then you're going to get caught. All right, so pull, slip, pull, and then we'll add the roll to it. Hands stay up the entire time. Here with the slip. So, yep, that's where it comes in, where he's like, minimize that movement. That pull comes immediately after the slip, because punches are going to be coming fast. So we got pull, slip, pull, roll. Let's see if I can finally get it right. And this is also why shadow boxing is so important, because I need to be practicing these movements when shadow boxing, to ensure that when I'm in training, that they become natural movements for me, so I don't have to think about it. So boxing is more than just being in there for your training session and then you're done. Like with any sport, especially boxing, you need to work on things outside of training with your coach to really be able to, master these things. Which is also a reason why I really enjoy boxing, because it's always an opportunity to learn more and get better. So yes, this was a technique day. So everything isn't always about, just killing yourself, strength and conditioning. You actually have to learn the techniques and things and progress with that. All right, now as I roll under that slip line, I'm performing a pivot and stepping out to then essentially, be on the side of my opponent, and then I can either step out or I can start lighting them up with punches. But now we're working on that movement, just getting under there fast enough when I roll and step out. Now I'm working on the slip and the pull here. So first we're gonna mimic it as if I'm, in there with an opponent. And as you all can see now, with my coach sitting down, he's finally my height. So this would be if I was facing somebody my height, even though what wasn't intentional. It's just my coach is 6'4", so when he sits down, as you all can see on the ring, he's literally pretty much my height. So it's just emphasizing those slips and that head movement to me and the pulls. But everything is in the hips. So that's something I really have to work on, increasing that mobility and flexibility in my hips. Now I'm working on the movement. I'm working on catching that jab, pulling, slipping, piecing everything together, and then ending things up with a roll. Staying on one side for now. After I roll, I'm rolling right back to the other side. So just piecing everything together, because it's very important to, yes, go over these techniques, but then, add them all together, because in a fight, all of these things are going to be necessary. So really always having that right hand up, prepared to catch the jab if necessary, or pull the jab. You have, a couple options, but just depending on the opponent, how they're coming at you, and then how you plan to attack them back. But it's important to have all of these tools in your toolbox so that you can use them whenever. You might not always need to use them, but as my coach stated, it's good to have them in the toolbox, because you never know when you might need them. All right, now we're working on catching that jab, catching that hook as well, and then rolling under. So this is where things started to speed up a little bit, and I really had to be prepared, move back, get out the way, and make sure to roll. Also important on that roll, the slip line is good so that you get under it completely, to make sure you're rolling low enough. And then, even though the volume on the video is not playing, I know my coach is telling me to stay ticky. That's like a common thing, in our training. Stay ticky, stay moving, do not stand still, because in amateur boxing 2 minutes is going to go quick, but you need to be moving and have the conditioning to go box when necessary and turn up when necessary. But regardless, stay ticky, stay moving, do not become a sitting duck. Always move, do not let the defender time you essentially, and get your movements down. They can't do that if you're always moving. All right, so now working on some movements on the other side as well. So both sides, I'm pulling, slipping, rolling, keeping those hips loose, pulling, slipping, and rolling. No punches, just working on that defense here. And then here we're starting to introduce a little bit of the shoulder roll. For you all that don't know me, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is my favorite fighter ever. So I was excited to start being able to introduce this into the technique. So what my coach is telling me is like sometimes if I'm rolling under, it's okay for me to, if I'm going to drop that left hand, to use it to protect my body, have that right hand up in place to be ready to, catch shots, protect my chin, as well as, protect my face from the hooks that may be coming. See, as I'm putting a little bit of that shoulder roll in there. All right, now we're working on punches, slipping and rolling. That's all movements here. There we go, just constantly moving, staying ticky, using that rope when necessary, turning around, so really mimicking what will happen inside a ring here. There we go, stay ticky, move the hips. So as you all can see, we work on these techniques individually and then we piece them together and actually put them into use. So what my coach is telling me now, I gotta work on whipping into the body, because if I'm just rolling under, it's like that's not going to be the most effective thing. Not saying it's bad what I'm doing, but I have to train like I'm in a fight. So there we go. Now I'm whipping it through as I come under. Make that opponent pay when I come under and roll. So I'm not just rolling and he's just waiting on me to come up. Dig some shots to the body, slip, pull, roll, piece everything together. So overall, this was a technique day where we worked on using the slip line the entire session. So it's great to have days like this. Like I said earlier, every day is not, a kill yourself strength and conditioning day. We add those in when necessary. And then obviously, when I'm not training with my coach, I'm still putting in my own strength and conditioning work pretty much every day. I train right now at least 6 days a week. Some days I hit 2 a days, depending on how my body's feeling. And I consider my runs to be a workout, because right now I'm doing at least 3 miles in addition to bag work pretty much daily, which I group as, its own workout. And then depending on if I have boxing or not, I'll do my calisthenics training. So I'll kind of go over what my training program is right now, just so you all can see how I'm still able to maintain muscle while picking up boxing and doing a lot of cardio and endurance training. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you all have questions. Leave them down below in the comment section. Please like the video. And if you haven't already, it's like 96% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 10K subscribers and then take off so we can hit that 100K mark before the year is out. I will continue to provide you all with, my road to the ring footage, show you all how I'm going from corporate to combat, and just continue to take you all with me on the journey, no matter how long it takes. I have no idea when my first amateur fight will be. I'm not worried about that, not rushing the process, because my coach will know when I'm ready. He's been in the game over 20 years, so he's the expert at this. My job is to train, get better, listen, not rush the process, and become a great amateur boxer. I'm 33 years old. A lot of people feel like that's old, but people People do amazing things all the time. So with the right mindset, I feel like anything is possible. All right, so thank you all for the continued support as I embark on this journey, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.